Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. Welcome back to the awesome campaign, Volume 1. My name is the Brandt.
I'm Brian.
And we're back at this, Brian, after our incredibly poor showing in the last one. Our arrogance,
really
man, we got cut down.
That one really stuck with me, man.
Me too. I was flustered.
I sheepishly did not play Cap the way he's supposed to be played. I mean, I didn't even get my shield.
Right.
In the second time.
That's right.
I'm like, wait a second, why am I drawing a shield? I don't understand this.
Oh, hey, Josh. Thanks for joining us. Everybody else, thanks as well. We are going with this awesome campaign, Volume 1. This is Escape. So now we are going up against the Wrecking Crew. If you go back to the first video, it links to the campaign created by Steel Hole, so you can check it out. It's kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy campaign, although it's really Guardians adjacent. Right now, we are fighting our way through to get back to be Guardians. So that is the idea. And I also put links for...
we fell from space, right?
Yeah, we fell from space into the mountains, and then Absorbing Man just held us down in place.
Yeah.
So... so now we're off to the Wrecking Crew here. And down below you can also find links because all of these are named after 70s. I think they're all 70s songs, actually. No, Ain't No Mountain is like 1960. What year am I going to go with that? I'll go 1967. That might be a little bit earlier. So
all right, fine. Let's see.
But this one is
High Enough.
Escape, which is the If You Like Pina Coladas, Getting Caught in the Rain, all that kind of stuff. So that song. So there you go. That is down below. And I think I have the next one because last time we thought we were going to get through 3 of these in one session because standard is usually pretty quick, but we were wrong. Hey. Hello, Black Dog. I think Black Dog's also right here, Brian. Black Dog says some other cards could have helped. I actually think it's interesting. We're allowed to rebuild our decks and we're not rebuilding them. And there's definitely some cards that we could have played to significantly help us.
Absolutely.
On each of these. So I rebuilt.
When was it released? Yeah.
I said 1967.
I have the answer right here. You had 1967?
The Marvin Gaye and what's her name?
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross one. That's later, like 71.
Close. 1970.
Ah. There you go. Hey, Freedom Gamer, welcome. I'm pretty good with songs. I hitting the year is tough, but hitting within 3 years I'm pretty good at. Now people are going to quiz me the whole time.
You're a very musical guy, so I mean it makes sense to me that you know all your stuff.
There you go. So I think we definitely could build. So I switched over to leadership, not actually out of frustration, but because I took my other deck apart because I needed cards for playing other things. And so then I was like, if I rebuild, I'm just going to go leadership. So I am an all Avengers. And really, I mean, this works with anybody, but Thor especially can feed off of strength and numbers. So that was my plan there.
I am keeping my deck mostly the way it was. Brandt pointed out to me, be like, don't forget Jessica Jones for the Wrecking Crew because she is a beast. I'm like, absolutely, you are right. She's going into the deck. So she's a mod that I added to the deck. But other than that, the deck is mostly pretty much the same, kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't have too much time to mess around with it.
Do you want to put a first aid in for her?
Sure.
Do you want to pull your brains over bronze? Or do you want to have those still and try to pull it off?
I could pull something else out. I don't think
fine. I just figure first aiding her might be helpful,
You're absolutely right. You know what? Let me pull. I don't need as much of this threat. I'm going to pull the Crisis Averted. I don't think I need it. I'll throw it a first aid in instead. Give me a second.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I'm talking to them. He might not know. There he goes. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Happy lunchtime if you're on your lunch hour, if you're East Coast, if you are elsewhere in the world, as there are a few other people that live elsewhere in the world. I know. That is a joke. Thanks for joining us. It's actually a good time of day because you can catch West Coast, you can catch, all of America, and then even I imagine it's dinner time in Europe. So works out pretty well. So thank you. Definitely check out this campaign. I definitely want to try some of the other campaigns as well. I probably do one solo because I really just want to show off the elements of the campaigns more than like that grind. So we said we owed Steve a Wrecking Crew match, so we'll probably have to redo this one at some point. The other thing I wanted to show off quickly, actually, I'll go this way, is I can't find my dials. But
Really?
I got a chance to show off these dials. These are Gamegenic dials.
Ooh, nice.
And I love them immensely. They come in the 5 magic colors specifically. I guess this is white.
Yeah,
and they're really nice dials. They actually, like, these will come apart, but they actually thread back in together. So if it loosens up, it's actually created like it's double width. So I bought one for my wife and one for me that we're using for Frosthaven. But I went and grabbed them for this. And then I use this. I play My Hero Academia on Tuesday night. So I'll use this. I'm excited for My Hero, Brian, because I have been going like the last 6 weeks and playing the same characters because I've been too lazy to build decks. And I finally sat down and built 3 new decks. So I'm so excited for tonight, like having all these fresh decks to bring to play against people. And hopefully they won't fail me miserably. So
nice.
But it's a good feeling to have all this new stuff to play with, you know, like getting new heroes in Champions.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to card games these days, I've kind of fallen off the map with playing Magic the Gathering and stuff like that, like TCGs, you know?
Right.
I mean, I've been so into Dice Throne ever since I got it. And there's a couple reasons, obviously. The game is really, really fun. And the second reason is that it's just so easy to table. You just pick your character and you're going within like 120 seconds. You're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. It's all there for you, and both people are setting up simultaneously.
Yeah, it's just too easy to table.
Nice. All right, so what we're gonna do here, I'll read the story in a second. But we're going to take the experimental weapons. I love this, out of essentially Crossbones, but really the Rise of Red Skull. We're going to shuffle these up, and each of these folk are going to get one of the experimental weapons. And we will shuffle these into the decks. We're playing on standard again because we're trying to show off the campaign. I guess we generally still like expert, but whatevs. And these are supposed to be some of these. One of the ideas with this campaign is some of the villains that were easy and hard. Steel made them harder if they were easy and easier if they were harder. So trying to bring them back to a similar level. So,
I mean, just
definitely worked on.
Just look at our last scenario. It worked very well.
So for people who aren't familiar with the Wrecking Crew, because maybe you're new to the game or you took the advice of so many people who said skip it, I think it's actually a great battle. I've got the promo cards here. These came into stores, so they look really cool, especially all 4 of them together. But the Wrecking Crew, we are like breaking out of a prison, they're breaking out of a prison, and we're trying to stop them. So what happens is you have the active villain, which I have here with the Thanos Con of Heroes. By the way, Con of Heroes tickets are on sale now, so you can go to conofheroes.com and buy your tickets to go to that convention, which is in May.
Nice.
But I've got the Thanos Snap. I don't get any money for that. I just like the con, so. So this will go to the villain. Is it the villain with the most threat?
I believe so.
Yeah. So whoever has the most threat on their side scheme. So there's 6, 5, 4, and 3. So we've got Wrecker, Thunderball, Bulldozer, and Pile Driver. 28, 26, 24, 22 health. So we have to take them all out. So there's over 100 health on the table that we have to deal. Or actually, I think it's exactly 100, right? 50 and 50, yeah. So we have to deal 100 damage. And then we have the main scheme here, which is just going to go up by 1 every turn. If it gets to 6, we lose. So we'll have to remove something there. These also go up by 1. But the other thing Steel did in this one is we can only fight and thwart the active villain in their scheme. So these ones are going to go up if we're keeping it over here. So we've got to kind of work on all that every turn. And then in addition, we start with an encounter card per player per 5 delay counters. And Brian, if you are the bookkeeper,
I
I
am the
believe we had
bookkeeper.
10 delay counters. We stink.
Yeah. 10.
All right. So we are getting 2 encounter cards each to start. So we're opening this game heroic 2, which bodes well for us.
Yeah, obviously. That one encounter card from.
All right. So I think it's pretty much like the one thing is it's pretty straightforward, right? We just thwart the scheme that we're on as far as we can, the main scheme every turn, basically, and fight the active one.
Pretty much, I think
Like
so.
that's the one part is it's kind of neat that you can't work with the other ones and kind of manipulate, but also you're just gonna have an order to it, right? Like it's just gonna go in this order unless there's anything to change the amount on it.
Well, that's part of the reason why the Wrecking Crew gets a bad rep is because they're kind of gimmicky at times, and once you figure out what they're about, you can just control them. And I
Right.
think that's one of the reasons why this campaign is what it is. It's removing that ability.
Right. I still think
So
they're worth picking up if you play non-solo. I think they're a good fight, but I think a solo fight, you really have
yeah,
to up the difficulty or decide you can't flip down or something. Because in solo, you can just kind of do enough damage to defeat one every other turn, and then it just goes, right?
yeah,
It
yeah.
is a good point here from Scott. He says you got to play the scenario. Watch out for pile driver card that says you can only attack him. So what do we do in that case, Brian? If the scenario says you can only fight the one with the token, but pile driver has a card that says only he can be fought, I feel like that card would override the scenario, right?
It would.
It would
I
either
mean,
be
I
that or we can't
guess
deal damage that turn, which feels weird.
weird. Yeah,
So I think we'll say
maybe
that the
it
cards.
overrides the scenario,
I
or
mean, the game always says that cards override the rules, right?
yes, cards supersede
So
rules.
I
That's
would think
most of the
his
time.
card would supersede. We'll just play it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I agree. I think that's fine. All right, I'm starting over here,
All
and I'm
right.
starting by pitching these 3 and starting with a Nick Fury because I can.
There you go.
Draw 1, 2, and 3 cards.
Worthy.
All right.
I'll
Question
just yell
is,
worthy instead of go get my hammer.
I can pitch these 4 cards, which is a little bit of a build to do, to get a mansion down for future, which is probably pretty good.
All right.
And then use that mansion, draw a card, and then play my shield. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Mansion, draw a card. I'll use the endurance, and I'll play my shield. Now I will flip up. Shall I just punch him for 4 or remove a bit of threat? 2 and 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. You think clearing the threats better? Or you think just getting damage on them? I actually haven't thought about it.
Well, wreckers remind me of their triggers.
Sure. So his is after we get to 10 threat, we deal 2 damage to each friendly character, which is
Okay.
really bad for me.
Okay, yeah, bad for you.
This one is everything is stunned. That's generally fine. This one is we discard top 10 cards of our deck. And
Yeah.
this one is we get rid of the highest upgrade or support.
Okay, I really do not like Wrecker then. Wrecker, Pile Driver. I hate him the most. So let's go and
I'm probably going to stay down and play War Machine only.
Okay.
And then I'll get my hammer back again next turn. But I don't have to.
Scheme.
I could build 2 cards, flip up with my hammer and attack,
That's fine. Wrecker would scheme. He schemes for what, 2? He's a 2/2?
He's a 2, yeah.
All right, let's go with a thwart and a punch.
Yeah.
So
Thwart
2
him for
damage
2.
and yeah,
Punch him for 2.
yeah. Let's start there.
Sounds good. Oh, you know what? I have to flip up to play War Machine because both of these are hero actions.
Oh, there you go.
So, all right, I will play 2 for a God of Thunder. Then I will flip up, and I think in that case I will pay 2 to put team building exercise down, use it to play my hammer, and then I will just attack for 3 and bring him down to 23.
Sounds good.
Then I got 2 build cards on the table.
All right. So actually, this means if that is the case, then maybe I do just keep it as wrecker instead of thwarting. I just attack because Thunderball is going to be the one that becomes the villain if he's at 5 and wrecker's
And when
only at
he
4.
attacks, he deals additional damage to us.
It's the stun, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Wrecker is the one that if you don't defend against him, it's +2 attack. Thunderball is he deals a damage to each character you control. Wrecker is overkill. Bulldozer is overkill, and Pile Driver has retaliate.
Okay. All right. Then
So in
yeah,
this
it's
case,
fine.
if we
It's
don't
fine the way it is.
defend, yeah, so it's going to take an extra damage.
Well, I
here.
am defending because of Nick Fury, anyways.
Oh, got it.
But the thing is you don't have a defense,
Correct.
so he would punch you a lot.
I mean, I could defend.
Yes, you could defend. That's true. All right. Yeah, keep it as is. That's fine.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, is that going to kill? It won't kill Nick, right? After he attacks you, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, if Nick is going to block first.
All right, we're adding 1 threat here. We're adding 1 threat here. Here. This one's going to 5, and this one goes to 4. So this is going to move to Thunderball. So Thunderball is going to attack you for 1.
Fury's going to block.
Plus move the counter the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. So it's coming over here to Pile Driver.
Okay. Nick Fury's out.
And then he deals 1 damage to each character you control.
Okay. Down to 10.
Wrecker's attacking me for 2. Plus 2 is 4. So I go down to 10.
You mean Pile Driver?
Pile Driver. Yeah, it's so hard to keep their names straight. And then I might have actually dealt the cards to me first. I can't remember what I did. I'm going to assume I did and switch them. So then we each get a card.
You did. Okay.
And here we go. All right. So Pummel. Pile Driver attacks you. If he's tough, he gets +2. He's not tough, so he's attacking you for 2.
Yeah, let's just defend it.
Okay. 2 + 0. You're good.
Cool. Retaliate 1.
Right. I've been waiting for this. The active villain heals 3 hit points. Give them a tough status card. So he will go back to 22 and be tough.
Yep. Cool.
All right. And then Chaos in the Prison. Choose either discard an upgrade you control or place 1 threat on the active villain side scheme for each upgrade you control.
Put 1 threat on the main. Or not on the, I mean, you know what I mean. Put 1 threat.
You just have your shield?
Yeah, I just have my shield.
All right, so that goes to 5. All right, my cards are Escaped Convict. Yes, have at thee.
Nice.
Surges into Escape Plan. I am confused. Into
I apologize if you can hear me sipping.
Magic Crowbar. So he has +1 attack and place a threat on the side scheme with the least threat when he attacks. And place 2 threat on each side scheme. Mystical Link. So this goes to 7. This goes to 8.
8 and 7.
This one goes to 7 and 7.
And 7.
Yikes.
Cool.
That's a little tricky. All right, passes to me. I have a Defender of the 9 Realms, but we pulled, I think there's just 1 in each of these, right? Or is there also a guard in each one? Do you remember?
There is just one in each.
Oh no, there's a prison guard too,
Oh, okay. There you go.
but they're both gone,
But
so can't do it.
yeah, but you don't get to choose, right? It has to be from the active.
Right. I would think the encounter deck would be the active villains encounter deck,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
All right. So there are some. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I want to get
You need an extra
Asgard going,
card. You need an extra card.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to play. Like I could play Black Panther and Asgard is an option. I could get Unshakable so that my Confuse and Stuns, which probably is pretty good. But then if I play these two, I don't need a card. In fact, I hold a card, I guess. So I don't know which is best here. I could not play Asgard, but I think it's pretty good since there's not going to be a lot of minions. All right, so
Probably,
let me play
yeah.
1, 2, and I'll use Defender. 3 to play Asgard.
Plus hand size.
Feels like what I need to do. And then I think I'll just do Unshakable. Do I hold both of these allies?
Well, you could play one of those allies if you don't want to keep Unshakable, if you just
Yeah.
take a mansion from me. You could play one of those
Okay.
allies.
Yeah, that could be better, huh?
Yeah,
You got tough,
because
so attacking right now is tricky. That's the only thing. So readying
well,
probably isn't worth it.
you can get rid of your minion at
Confuse?
least.
Yeah. So if I
I don't
play
know if you
Lady
want Sif or
Sif,
Panther, because
no.
Panther can put the strength in numbers under him, right?
Yeah. All right, I'll take your card draw. Ooh, now I get an Avengers Tower. Now I think I might play these two.
Sounds better to me.
All right, I'll put that out. I'll put Unshakable, which doesn't remove my Confuse, but I need 2. And then I'll just attack my Convict so he's gone.
Cool. Over to me, right?
Done. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do a 4 justice for 4 threat off of
Yep.
pile driver there.
Down to 3.
Down to 3. I will then pay 3 for Agent 13.
Yep.
Remove 2.
Done.
She will not do any, and then she can punch for 1. Remove. Oh wait, yeah. Remove his.
He has
tough, and then she-
Retaliate, but you're just
Yeah,
gonna let her
that's
block.
fine. She'll take. Yeah, she'll take 2. That's it for me.
All right.
All right, now I have a reason to go down.
Nice. I got nothing, man. I got lightning strikes and resources. May need your card draw, or I'd have to flip for Asgard, and then I could go from there. All right. We are adding 1 threat. That goes to 8. That goes to 9. That goes to 8. That goes to 2. So this one has 9. So we're coming back to Thunderball. He is attacking me for 1. I'm just going to take it. Plus 1 is 2. Plus another one is 3. I'm at 7. He is attacking you.
Agent
for
is going to
1.
block.
Move the active counter of the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. So back to pile driver.
Interesting.
So she's dead, and then you take 1 damage.
Down to 9.
Buddy system. Choose the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. Reveal the top 2 cards of his deck. No, the top card of his deck. Okay. So that's just Surge. Discard the support you control with the highest cost if no support was discarded this way. Dang it, it's Asgard. All right, and I've been waiting for this. The active villain gains 3 points and a tough status card.
Alrighty.
I haven't made a lot of headway, but
All right, back to us.
yep.
All right. So I can't do damage because I don't have a fist. But I can at least concussive blow and confuse an enemy. Now, this does not require me. I mean, it's an attack, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming I can still do it on anyone. They just don't take
Yeah,
damage,
so it
right?
says that they can't receive damage.
Okay,
But it
so
doesn't
you
say
can
they
still
can't be attacked. Yeah.
Okay, so I can confuse. Who do I want to confuse?
I don't know. I mean, he's got 3, so there's that. But his is going to pop next turn no matter what.
Yeah, and I can't
And
do
then
it. And
Wreckers is the one that deals 2 damage to everything in play.
alrighty then. Let's just
Do
confuse.
you need your card draw to get a fist?
I mean, a fist. But then at that point, all I'm doing is
You
removing
take the
tough
tough
and
off.
confusing
Okay.
him. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna confuse. Let's just go with Thunderball there.
All right.
Let's just confuse him. I know it's gonna pop anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We'll have
No,
it
if it's gonna pop, then it's gonna be on what's his name? The guy to the right, Bulldozer. Put it on him. That's what I want. Okay, I will forward for 2.
Yep.
And
do you want to do main scheme?
Yep.
Oh,
Main
that can go
scheme's
to
good.
12. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for now. I will flip down. I'll put my apartment. I will heal for 1 and draw a card. You may have my Avengers Mansion. It's just a shield toss. I'm going to pitch it away. Mansion's yours.
All right. I will draw and see. Defender of the 9 Realms. Man, that is a wasted hand. My whole thing of like, I'm going to show people that he's really good. Without me, it's been a rough go.
You needed those out. You need those allies. You
Yeah,
have no allies. It's
ton of. I mean, I guess I cycled 4 already, right? So
yeah.
that's part of my issue. All right.
Do you have mostly
strike.
Avengers? Do you have pretty much all Avengers in there?
Yeah.
I think there's put any call for aids in the deck.
8 of them. I didn't. I figured I would just get one, every other turn.
Yeah.
If I flip down and do for Asgard, then I could go grab something and put it in play.
It just might be what you need to do. Have a flip down turn.
And it's just gonna
we just deal.
It's gonna pop.
We at least have a confuse.
So do I heal or do I get rid of his tough? I probably just heal.
Yeah, I think so.
So I will flip, go to 11. Man, I will use a lightning strike to play for Asgard, and I'll just go get Asgard. And then I will use these ones to play Asgard. Wow. Poor Thor. All right, that's it.
Yep, cool.
All right, now we got Mighty Avengers. At least that's something. All right, this one goes to 9. This one goes to 10. This one goes to 9. This one goes to 3. This one goes to 1. So this is going to trigger, and we're going to stun each friendly character.
Hey, Pap is stunned.
And then 3 threat goes on here. And then he is going to be confused, bulldozer.
Yep.
But then he's going to scheme against me for 1+2. There goes the experimental weapon. So this will pop, and we have to discard the top 10 cards off of our decks.
Okay, that immediately decks me.
Okay.
So hand
3
me.
allies. Yeah, I got you. All right, and then we're going to get cards. And you are going to get a guard and get wrecked. The villain whose side scheme has the most threat schemes. So we're going to come over here.
Sure.
Nope. It doesn't
not
move
active.
that. 2 + 1 is 3. So this one will pop and we take 2 damage.
Okay, puts me down to 8.
And then I get Bull Rush. He's going to scheme and I have to discard. So he's going to scheme for 1 + 1 is 2. And I discard the top 2 off of my deck. Bunch of manipulation, but it's not too bad against us, right?
So far. All right. Over to you.
I will flip up. I'm stunned and confused, but I'm unshakable. So that was the right call, at least.
Yep. I'm going to heal for 1 and draw a card.
I will use my tower to put Stinger out.
You don't need to. Do you have any other allies in hand?
No. Do you want me to not put Stinger out?
I was just going to say Stinger's automatically free because I'm Steve Rogers.
And you have an ally?
I have an ally, but it's a champion. So, I mean, I'm just pointing out that you don't need to technically use tower.
Okay. I can wait and I can use team building exercise. If you want.
For Stinger? I mean, if you're not going to be thwarting
you know what I'll do?
attacking with her.
Defender of the Nine Realms. Because the other guy isn't out yet, right? Right.
Cool.
So I will go get the criminal, the escaped convict. Remove 3 threat. How about thee? And I will draw 2. All right, man. So these 2 will play Mighty Avengers.
Okay.
I'll play Stinger for free. Hammer
throw?
I will hammer throw. Pick this up, and then team building will put it back down. So I'll hammer throw through your guard. 3. Make sure I put that in the right pile. And then 5 goes on him, so he's down to 19. Stinger will kill this guy because she's +1 with Mighty Avengers. And then I will attack him for 3. He's down to 16.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Since he didn't take my mansion, I'll take that one as well. Okay, so you don't really need the threat. There's only 2 there. So I can go with you and you for you. You know what? Let's start with these 2 for my serum. Let's get that down. Serum and you. Yep. I'm stunned though. Don't forget, Brian. Serum and brains for heroic intuition. I'll flip up. I will thwart for 3 off of that. I
2,
will. Yep. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah. Yeah. Thwart. I will pay these 2 for Ironheart, which will draw me a card. And then I'll pitch that card to ready and remove my stun. And Ironheart will just punch for 1.
Okay, he's down to 15. 1, 2. Got a limitless stamina. Get an extra card. Yeah, I feel like we're already over the hump of the like start with 2 encounter cards,
Yeah. Yep.
And now that we took all of their things, they're just going to go up a little slower. All
Pretty
right, there's
much.
5. I've got a hammer throw. I've got my Avengers Mansion, which might be clutch because I think I need card draw more than anything. All right. We're adding 1 to everything, so 2, and
You have an
everything
extra
goes
encounter card?
to 4.
You decked out.
Yeah.
Got it.
So who do we want to be the person? Are we going to block with Stinger and that,
I think we're
or
blocking with Stinger and Ironheart, aren't we? I mean,
so
you
then
don't
we
need
put
to
it over
block.
here?
Oh, we have the choice right now?
Yeah.
You know what? Keep Stinger because you kind of need your allies for strength in numbers, right?
Yeah.
Which means I can block. So put it on record. That's fine. I'll block, and Ironheart will block.
Okay. He is going to add threat, but
When
it's
he
fine.
attacks.
It's 1 threat. Yeah. So he's just going to make this go to 3, which I don't think is a big deal.
Okay, that's cool. So he wants to attack you.
Yeah. So he's going to attack me, and you're going to defend with somebody.
Ironheart blocks.
All right. So he attacks. He's plus if you don't defend. Move the active counter to the villain with the least threat.
All right. It's now Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball.
And then I know Bulldozer. It's so hard.
Bulldozer.
So then Bulldozer is going to attack you with Overkill.
Yep, I'll defend it. Kind of worked out, didn't it?
For 4, yeah.
I defend for 3. I take 1, retaliate.
Down to 14, so we could arguably take him out this turn. All right, leading the charge. Discard X cards. Where it says attack, place 1 threat in a scheme for each different card type discarded. So I have to discard 3, and it is 2 upgrades and an ally. So I'm adding 2 to his scheme. I have to read these cards to make sure I remember what they do.
Yeah.
Bull Rush. Bulldozer attacks you. Discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. So I have a limitless stamina. Should I just defend?
Yeah. Definitely.
Right, so 3 plus 2. So he hits me for 5. So I take 3 and go to 6. And I discard. Is I discard 3 cards or add threat? I can't remember what I read. Discard. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and your card is leading the charge. You have to discard 3 cards from the top of your deck, and then we add threat for each different type.
2 upgrades in an event, so 2 types.
Goes to 6. Passes to you. 6 threat on the main scheme, 14 damage on him.
How much damage do you have?
I can deal 13 if I don't play my mansion, which I think is fine.
Well, I don't think you need to deal 13. You said he's got 14?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a heroic strike and you have a hammer throw, which means that kills.
Yep.
So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to use my super soldier serum with my strength to heroic strike for 6.
Okay. He's down to 8.
Let me call for an action.
It's your turn. Oh, my action.
Yeah, I'm calling for your action.
All right. God of Thunder. Where's it gonna go? Where do we put the active villain counter?
Who's
when someone's defeated, where does it go?
I don't think there does it. I mean, I guess we just move it to where we want, right?
I don't know.
When you
I'm gonna try to look it up.
Yeah, anyone in the chat want to help us out? Be like, after you defeat, does it just do we just put it wherever we want, or is it the next villain with the highest threat?
You don't happen to have the fold there next to you, do you? You don't save them?
Give me a sec. The thing is, I do save them, but that is the only one that I seem to have lost.
Got it. Scenario packs.
That's also
Wrecking
because
Crew.
I lent it to my friends, and of course,
Ah,
that stuff happens.
and it is not on the FFG website.
I think you just
I mean, the options are it's there, it stays there, and it doesn't go anywhere, or we put it on someone, right? Is it on one of these cards? Maybe we just haven't read.
I think it just I think the main scheme just tells you to put I think it just doesn't go anywhere, and the main scheme, when the round starts, you then move it.
So we can't deal damage to anybody, huh? Hey, Eric. So once we defeat him, there won't be anybody we can deal damage to, right?
I guess.
All right, then I will get rid of my Defender of the 9 Realms. So 3 for Hammer Throw. Hammer Throw will deal 8 damage, knock him out. Mama said knock you out.
Yeah.
So he is done. So I can keep using my fancy dial. I'm going to move it over
Cool.
here. So
You know what?
26.
I'm going to take my mansion if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And my hammer's in my hand, but I'm just going to call for an action and team building exercise. My hammer
Put
back
it
on
back
the table.
out. Makes sense. All right. So I can concussive below somebody and just confuse them. Who do we think is going to be? I mean, we choose, right? Between all of them?
So Black Dog just looked it up, and it moves to the villain with the most threat, and they're tied. So we can put on whoever we want.
Okay, so that's exactly what I thought it would be.
So yeah, you're going to be able to deal damage with it?
Yes, concussive blow deals 3 and confuses. So if you want, we could just put it on Wrecker.
All right, sounds good. He takes 3 and he's confused?
He takes 3 and he's confused.
Thank you, Black Dog.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will flip down. I will apartment, heal for 1, and draw a card. And then I'm going to use this 4 justice to give first aid to Thor.
Okay. 8.
Back over to you, sir.
All right, I'll use my mansion for limitless stamina. Ready myself.
Oh, you were stunned.
What? I'm not stunned.
Oh wait, no, you're
I
not
have unshakable.
Stunned. Yeah. Oh man, yes.
I'm good. I got it.
I completely forgot that you had it.
I'm good. All right.
So
I will bring him down there. I think I'm still going to use Stinger unless I draw strength in numbers here, because I think then we can flip. And I don't have a strength in numbers, so I think she's fine to just go.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, I know. Well, it frustrated me so much the last game. I was like, man, if I just play. I know people like that other one, Godlike Stamina, but then I'm waiting for it. Unshakable feels like I could just protect against it whenever I want.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's nice to not have to flip down. Like, I get the heal too with the other card, but I don't know. I'm not an events person. I'd much rather play supports and upgrades.
Yes, I get that.
All right. So that is done. He is scheming against you, but he's confused. He's attacking me, and Stinger will block.
Makes sense.
So she will block and take 5. And then we place 1 threat on the side scheme with the least threat. So who do we want?
Choose.
We probably don't want Pile Driver.
That means you could just put it on his, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then cards. Card for you, card for me. So your card is an escaped convict, darn you, into Energy Shield. So he gains Retaliate.
Okay.
And deal 1 damage to the hero or ally with the fewest remaining hit points.
How much do you have?
8.
Okay, I have 9, so that's you.
7, and it doesn't defeat me, so we're good.
Okay, cool.
All right, this moves over here.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna apartment, heal for 1, draw a card. Go ahead.
And now I have Cap, who's just way too expensive.
You can't play him
Um,
anyways.
Why? Oh
'Cause
my
I'm
gosh.
Cap.
All right. I'm pulling in from my deck and drawing a card because I was at 41. That was just dumb on my part.
I mean, you knew I was playing Cap, so yeah.
I just didn't put 2 and 2 together when I built it earlier, so we're good.
Do you have an
All right,
ally
I
for
will-
the round?
No.
Okay.
So funny when you build an ally deck and then have no allies, huh?
Yeah.
I will play Defender of the Nine Realms. I will flip till I get the guard, who will be the last card. No doubt. So we get an acceleration on the main, correct?
Yes.
How about thee? And I draw no allies. All right. So strength in numbers and team building exercise. We'll play my helmet, so then I don't have to flip down. Go to 12. And then I can hammer throw. Can I put it back? Yep. So I will hammer throw through your convict. And I'm going to use this to play my hammer back down.
Nice.
So convict takes 2 and wrecker takes 6. So he goes to 11. And then I'll punch out my guard.
Nice.
Done.
Cool. With the discounts, I'm gonna pay 3 to play Nick Fury and draw 1, 2, and 3 cards.
It's funny because when I was building earlier, I was like, oh, he's Cap. I can't play Cap. And then when I did my second pass through, I must have put him in the thing and then not really thought about it after that.
I'll flip up. I'll draw a card. I'm gonna fearless determination, draw a card. All right. I think we're just all in on damage, and let's get these guys out, eh?
There's only one ally in my discard pile. So I'm just going to get them all at once.
Nice. Okay, so the 2 of you can play you, and then the 2 of you.
Yeah, I think we're all in on
Or
damage too.
2
Well, he's got
of
6. Oh, I did
That.
whatchamacallit, huh?
That.
So I'll bring this down to 3. Oh, I didn't get rid of this.
You don't need to.
Okay. We'll just kill him.
Yeah. He has 11, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. The 2 of you plays that. Yeah, I think you were played. No, you weren't played. You were in hand.
The other option, remember, is when I pick up my hammer,
2 of you.
I can pitch it as a resource and then flip down to go grab it, you know?
You plus that would pay for that. And then you. I'm just 1 shy if I do it that way. Otherwise, I can go these 2 with that for that, and then these 3 for that. Keep this in hand. I think that's better. All right, let's just go Super Soldier Serum, Jessica Jones, Agent 13, Heroic Strike for 6. I get retaliated for 1.
He's down to 5.
And then I'm going to go with another 3 Heroic Strike. Take him out. I will not get retaliated.
Did you do 2 heroic strikes? Is that what you did?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
That's a 70s song.
Another one bites the dust. I've actually been that song has been stuck in my head all day
Another
today
one
so
rides
far.
The bus.
Another one rides the bus.
The Weird Al, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
and
the
then
up top.
Nick
We're down to
Fury.
2.
Who do we want to be the active villain then?
I mean, Pile Driver's going to get rid of all our stuff, but we might be able to kill him. He's got the tough, so if you're going to deal more damage, we want it to be on,
Well, I
Thunderball, right?
thwart. I'm gonna do a thwart. So you know what? Put it on pile driver.
Wait.
I can thwart for 4. This way, it moves over to Thunderball, and we don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna thwart this one here.
Yeah, I thwart that for 4.
Yep.
So it should be down to 1, and then Nick Fury can, let's just say he'll punch to get rid of that tough.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
All right. Come on, allies. Oh my gosh. Oh, I drew War Machine.
Hey, hey.
And the strength of numbers with him isn't bad because of his tough. Right.
Avengers Tower just reduces the cost, right? It's not like whatchamacallit.
It gives me +1 ally.
But also reduces the cost of the next Avenger ally played, right? That you,
Yep.
when you tap it.
Yeah. Did you need me to use it?
No, I was just more of a question because it's not like team building exercise where you can play it out of turn, right? Just team building exercise.
Correct.
As an action, you can take it.
No,
out
I
of
can
turn.
play it out of turn. It's an action, but I can't then put a card into play.
That's what I mean, because the team building.
I think it's
exercise,
like Helicarrier.
Team building exercise actually allows you to play out of turn. Like it,
yeah, that's
like
what I was saying.
ally
I
or
could have
something
done
like
with
that, yeah.
Stinger. You know, if you needed the reduction before.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
All right, one here. This one goes to 5. And this one goes to 2. So
Nick Fury's gonna block.
This is moving here, and Nick
Yep.
Fury's gonna block, is gonna die anyway, right?
Yep.
1+1. He's done. And then you
Okay.
take 1 damage.
And I take 1. I will block.
Okay, he's attacking you for 1 +3.
Okay, I take 1 and retaliate for 1.
All right. Oh, you also take 1 afterward.
Cool.
After he attacks, he deals 1 more.
Yep. Down to 6.
All right, the good old ball and chain. So he's going to attack for an additional 1. And tactical prowess. Move all threat from the side scheme with the least threat to the side scheme with the most threat. If it's not triggered, then it surges. And you get chaos in the prison. So you either discard an upgrade you control or place threat on the main on this equal to the number of upgrades you control.
Which would be okay. You know what? I'm just gonna discard my shield.
Okay. You can stun us if you want to. I would actually be stunned, but
You would actually be stunned,
yeah,
right?
you don't need your shield. You're good.
I mean, I don't really need the shield. That's all it's doing is giving me the extra defense and
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you get,
not that big.
although I guess you could deal 4 damage with 2 cards, right? If you draw shield toss,
which I have in hand, but you know, it's
right.
Because we can only attack 1 at a time. I'm not prioritizing that.
Yeah. All right, Defender of the 9 Realms. My goodness, these guards.
Fearless Determination. Draw a card.
All right, remove 3 threat. I don't think we're worried about the main scheme, right? Can go to 12. Have at thee.
Yeah,
there's another
don't
hammer
worry.
throw. All right, so I can smack him. I don't think I have 25 damage.
No, I
But I have
threat remover
Avengers
this turn.
Tower and team building with this can play War Machine. War Machine has a tough, then I can draw a card with him, which really just cycles my strength and numbers.
Yes, technically, unless you want the Avengers Mansion to see if you draw another ally.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we thinking with Thunderball? We're just take him down.
Well, I will. So this
11.
is my turn. I'm gonna play another Super Soldier Serum. I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna thwart for 4
Yeah.
off of Thunderball's thing, and then I'm flipping down. So that's my turn. So damage
I'm just
wise,
gonna
it's whatever you do.
I'm just gonna do strength in numbers. Ooh, I pull Black Panther. So then do I play Black Panther and hold my hammer throw? I think that's what I do. So I'll play Black Panther using my God of Thunder, and then
Get
he
that
will go
strength in
get my
numbers.
strength in numbers, unless
Nice.
I don't
Yeah,
think
just take the
Avengers Assemble makes sense.
No, strength is better.
All right. So then Black Panther can punch out my guard because he's +1. The only negatives we're going to run through his deck. Unless you thwart this to 0.
I bring it down to 1 only.
So my reasoning is if we have only 1 acceleration counter, we get another influence. Do we want to start getting fancy or do we want to just win?
I
can
don't know.
thwart. I can thwart for 1. Then these will both be at 0. It'll go to him.
Yeah, if you want, then go ahead.
You want to try it, or are we going to run ourselves into problems?
I don't know. Well, might as well try it. Why not?
All right. So this goes down to 4.
Okay.
And I basically have 22 damage to kill him next turn. So
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna ready up with my shield toss. I will then thwart for 4 off that side scheme.
Yep.
I will flip down. I'm going to use energy to play my Super Soldier Serum, apartment to heal for 1, and draw a card. It's the Civic Duty, so you know what? I'm gonna use. You know what I'm gonna do is actually. Yeah, let's use this to play down this. And then I'm gonna mansion, draw a card, which is gonna deck me out. It's the shield toss.
Deck you out.
Deck me out.
I think our plan isn't going to work because if we kill him, then it's going to come over here and he's going to draw his cards.
Well,
we could also leave
Wrecker.
Round. Right. Well, we could leave Pile Driver at like 1 health, finish him off, and then have enough to kill him.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And I use this shield toss to play my Civic Duty, and there you go. I'm done.
Nice. Is it better to just shield toss him for 4?
Oh, you don't have a shield.
Well, this is a lot easier than the last game we played. Now we're getting kind of ticky-tacky. 1 here, 2 here, 1 here. So now we can move this over to Pile Driver. You know he's going to take away your mansion or something now that I did this to you.
It is what it is.
All right. Yeah, now I got White Tiger and Lady Sif. Probably can play them both. So, although Lady Sif would turn off these, so might not be worth it.
Yeah, probably not.
He is attacking me. I will block with War Machine.
War Machine.
Should I not even block so I have 3 damage?
I mean, it all depends on if you were planning on using that strength in numbers.
Tough status card. All right. So he hits me for 2. Then he's attacking you for 2.
Scheming.
He's scheming against you for 2. Plus, you are confused.
That's okay, I guess.
And we get cards. My card is Oversized Hands, so I have to discard the support I have with the highest cost. So I either get rid of Asgard or Mighty Avengers. Do I get rid of Mighty Avengers if I'm just going to strengthen numbers them? Or am I better to have the
War
Machine
blocked for you? Okay, yeah. I don't know. It depends on whether or not you are strengthening numbers. Because if you are, then it's just
I'll get rid of Asgard.
yeah, there you go. You've already drawn your cards, so
Yeah. All right. Over here, he gets a laser rifle. That's fun. And energy projectiles. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character you control.
okay, 1 damage to me.
All you.
Okay, I will heal that 1 damage and draw a card. All right. Let's use 1, 2, 3 and play Nick Fury. And do I even draw 3? Yeah, I draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's go. You need the mansion?
Nope.
All right, I'll draw a card with the mansion. Of course, a helicarrier is now in play. Potential.
Let me actually draw, though. I'm going to do Avengers Tower. Oh, hold on. Are you down?
I am down.
You're
I was
playing
about
Nick
to
Fury,
flip
or
up.
you just did play Nick Fury?
I already played Nick Fury, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to do Avengers Tower to lower the cost. That, and I'm going to play for Asgard because team building lets me do it now, right?
Yes.
All right, and I get to draw a card. Good.
Okay. Flip up. He has how much health?
He has 22 and a tough.
22 and a tough. All right. So you know what? Let's go with you and you. Let's play Agent Coulson. Let's go get that card from the deck. Here it is. Discard. Shuffle.
Oh, at some point, too, before we kill him, we do want to clear the main scheme for another influence point.
Okay. Okay, so I can go 1, 2, and 3 for this. Then I can go 1, 2, and 3 for that. Then I can use this to ready, and I think that's okay. Would you benefit from a helicarrier?
I kind of. I could play Kalu. Oh no, I only have 1 card left in my deck, so maybe not.
It's not a mansion, it's just a carrier.
I'd probably play Kalu, find nothing, but I'd have Kalu out, you know? So
Okay.
it's fine either way. If you can use it, go for it. If you don't, then that's what I'll do.
All right, that's fine. I'll just potentially use it here. Okay, so it just helps me, I guess, instead of using it, I can just remove extra threat.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, so let's go with 1, 2, 3 heroic strike for 6. And
hold on,
before I do that,
got a tough.
Coulson is going to attack for 1, take 2 damage.
Yeah.
Heroic strike for 6, stun him. I take 1.
Down to 16.
I will then thwart to get rid of my confuse. I will spend 1 and 2 to do a 4 justice for 3. Let's just take it off the main.
Yeah. Just for 3, right?
Yeah, for 3.
Down to 4.
Down to 4. We want to keep it on pile driver, right? For now.
So
I mean, I think we're gonna get the acceleration unless we kill
we're
them
gonna
both.
get the acceleration token, so I think it just doesn't matter. I think I'm just gonna kill him.
Because he is stunned, right?
Right. So that's -1
So-
card, which would work, but then I'm +1 card because my deck is 1 card away.
Oh, got it. So it won't work.
So the
out
weird other
anyways.
option is if I attack with everybody, draw no cards, like we could be really fancy. If we want to do it.
Are we able to kill both of them right now?
No, he's
right?
got 25. So I could attack with them or at least 2 of them, bring him down, play no cards in my hand, then I would not
Oh,
draw up.
okay. I
He's
see what you.
stunned. We'd only
Okay.
get 3 cards, and then we'd have to kill him next turn plus deal the 25 here. If we want to go for it,
Do you want to try that?
sure. It's ridiculous, right? But
Okay.
I'm
If
here
that's
for
the
it.
case, I will pitch this card to ready myself and thwart for 3 off the main. And Nick Fury will punch for 2 on that guy and take 2. And I have 2 allies to block.
All right. So I will punch him for 3. He goes to 11. I take
know
a
what?
retaliate.
We're
What?
just gonna crack. Should I just crack? I'm just gonna crack this civic duty. Take an extra threat.
Okay. I forgot about the retaliate.
From your allies?
Yeah. But I guess if I hit him with War Machine just takes 1. Brings him down to 8. And 8 isn't bad. I could just hammer throw him next turn. And then these 3 will deal 9, bring him down to 16, me down to 13. Lady Sif could come out.
Ready
She'd
you
deal
attack.
2, 5. So you'd have to deal 8 damage, which you can guarantee deal 4, right?
Yeah, I can guarantee deal 4. Hopefully,
All right.
I draw another heroic strike or something.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yep.
We also have to clear the threat off the main scheme.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then I might not have a full.
We'll figure
anyways,
it out.
I think we're fine. I think we'll be good.
That's gonna we're gonna draw a card that says switch to the other one. They scheme, draw it's just gonna.
It's gonna happen. Of course it
But
will.
who cares? All right. So he is stunned against you. I put the threat on.
Nick Fury
He's
blocks for you.
Attacking me. Nick Fury blocks 2, 3, 4. Nick is dead. We each get a card. Threat cannot be removed from his scheme. Nobody cares. And he gets +3 hit points, and we can't attack other villains.
All right. So a few extra hit points then. So he has how much in total?
So he has
Fearless Determination, draw a card.
He has 11. I can use this double punch to get rid of 3. But I think I need all my cards.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I just punch him, right? I just punch him for 3.
So I have the 2 threat from the main with Coulson. He can go away, which means I can attack for 4 with myself.
You have a heroic strike?
I pitch these 2, draw a card with Ironheart. Then I have a heroic strike, so I wouldn't need the mansion. You could take the mansion, and I have a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Yeah, so I should draw?
You could draw from my mansion, yes.
No, I don't want to draw.
Oh, you're right.
Because his cards will run out. So I got to kill him first, then I'll draw. This is
that
fun.
Makes sense.
This is stupid fun. All right.
So do you want me to heroic strike him first for 6?
No, because I don't have 2s. So I punched him. Then I will God of Thunder and Strength for a hammer throw. Deal 8. He's out. Right? So now that he's out, this dial's gone. Then the token moves here.
And you can't draw a card.
I will draw a card. And I have Mjolnir. So this reshuffles, and I get 1 of the 2. Are you going to go through your deck?
No.
Perfect. All right. Then I've got Kalu or Lady Sif. I think Lady Sif is correct because she'll ready me, right?
Yes, I do think so. Yeah,
Um,
but the Mighty Avengers thing is turned off after that, though, right?
right. So I got a punch. So I also
Yeah.
have strength in numbers, but I don't think it matters. I could
No, I don't
play
think it
Kalu and
does.
then strength in numbers, but I don't think I'm going to draw any. I guess the only thing I could draw is a hammer throw, but I think we've got the damage, right? Three,
How
6,
much? Yeah,
9. So that
9.
goes to 16. You have 10 damage, you said?
I have a total of 10, yes.
Shoot, we're going to be one short. Where do we find one damage? If I
Where
play
do we
Kalu,
find
let's
1
see.
damage?
Where do we find one damage?
Well, Holson is 1 damage if I don't clear the main.
And then we're in the same boat, right? All right, if I drop Mjolnir, then Lady
Wait,
Sif. I don't have enough to play
wait,
Lady Sif, do
6,
I?
7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, no, Ironheart is 11. I have 6 with Heroic Strike, plus 4 for myself, which is 10, and then Ironheart punches for 1, which is 11 damage that
And
I
I'm one
have.
resource short.
You're 1 resource short,
Yep.
even with your stuff that you have on the table.
Yeah, because it's Avengers Tower, so that's how I can play Kalu. Then I would look at the top 5 for an event.
Would that be how much? Would that be better? You think than whatchamacallit? Than playing
Well,
Lady Sif to ready you?
Lady Sif
Maybe
is
see
5 damage, Kalu is 2, and then what event would I draw?
really just looking for that hammer throw.
Right. Strength in numbers would be the tricky one. I don't think I can hammer throw, though. These two would put her down. I draw an event, and I wouldn't have enough to play hammer throw. Do you have a helicarrier or you need it?
I don't have a helicarrier. I pitched it last round.
Yeah. I guess I did bad math on my part. I was thinking this will put Mjolnir back down. And I guess I thought I had Avengers Tower, but I only have it to play Kalu. 1, 2, 3, hammer throw. Yeah, sorry, Brian. So I can play Lady Sif ready, and that's 4 damage. But then that
Because
gets into
without
21, 9
Mjolnir,
gets to 12, and then we're 1 damage short. Yeah. Where do we find the 1 damage? If I draw Avengers Assemble?
don't know. Yes, that could be between Kalu and Strength in Numbers. That could be
That's the
the
best
out.
spot. Yeah. I also could pitch Mjolnir, flip down, get it back, and use it as a resource to pay for something.
I think the Avengers Assemble is maybe the out. If you play Kalu to start, you either find the
I won't have
hammer
enough
or the Avengers
resources for
Assemble.
Avengers Assemble unless I use strength in numbers, then, right?
That's what I'm saying. Is
All right.
if
Mjolnir's out. Avengers Tower plays Kalu, right? Top 5?
unless you use team building exercise to play Kalu.
And hold Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 5 has strength in numbers, defender of the 9 realms.
Well, you can't
Defender's
take defender.
Gonna draw 2 cards. I can't take it. So strength in numbers doesn't really do anything, but it's a resource,
No,
right?
it's a card in hand.
So then if I strengthen numbers Kalu,
Well,
I would draw 1 card, and that would let me play Lady Sif, and we'd be in the same boat again, right?
yeah, I think if you're going to strengthen numbers, it has to be for the full 4 and see if you draw anything. I mean, I don't think we're killing him then.
And
Is
I'm
what it
dealing
is.
11. Hold on, 11. Man. Yeah, right now I can deal 11 damage to bring him to 14. Lady Sif. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
You don't have Lady Sif
12,
right now, though,
13.
right?
Yeah.
You're a card short.
Not if I strengthen numbers. Retaliate. Yeah, retaliate would be nice, but we don't have it.
Yeah, I had to pitch my shield.
So I'm trying to find it. Well, I think I just draw with Kalu, right?
Yeah, why not?
And see what I get. It's a double. So double lets me play Lady Sif. But I still can't get Mjolnir down. Dang it.
Yeah.
If I play her, then I draw, I still don't get anywhere, right? So 3, 6, 9 brings him down to 16. I think I just cycled and I'm in the same boat again. He's out. They're like this.
The only difference that could be made, dude, is if you use that second strength in numbers to draw 3. You'd be giving up the damage.
But I'm going to draw
hopes that you're finding Avengers Assemble is what you're doing.
Got it.
That's the only other out if you want to try and finish him this round.
All right, let's go for it.
Because
so I draw 3 cards.
You would draw 3 cards.
Got a hammer throw. Use this, right? And I don't think anything gets me anywhere, right? All right. So
All right,
I use
it is what it
this.
is.
Yeah. I use these ones to play Asgard. I use Lady Sif to play Mjolnir. And I hold everything and I'm done. And he's still at 25.
He's still at 25. All right. I will use these 2 cards and play Ironheart, which will draw me a card. I will punch for 4.
Hey, Descry.
Hey, Descry. Punch for 4. Colston towards the main scheme for 2.
21. Main scheme goes down to 0.
And I am going to pay 3 and Heroic Strike 6 stun.
Goes to 15.
And Ironheart will punch for 1.
Nice. Sorry, everybody. I took way too long on that. I just wanted to find that 1 damage. You were right, though. If I got Avengers Assemble, then all these would ready and deal +1 damage each, right?
Yeah. I bet it's in your next hand.
Yeah. Nope.
You've just been getting hosed, Brandt.
3. 2 goes here. Stunned against me. You got your hand, right?
Yeah, I got my hand. Ironheart blocks for me.
Loki Kree Fanatic is what Descry's up to. The custom content is good. Yeah. This one's definitely easier than the last one for us. And we tried to get fancy. I think I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right. He is attacking you for 2.
Ironheart blocks.
+2 is 4.
Take 1.
And then you take a damage afterward. I think that's what you just did, right?
Yep.
All right, that goes there, and sadly, we get our acceleration after all our machinations to avoid it. All right, he gets an exosuit, which gives him +1/+1.
His deck. Okay, yeah.
And deal 1 damage to each friendly character you control. It actually isn't bad because they don't die.
Cool.
All right, and your card
for me.
Yep. Move all threat. If not, then it surges into he attacks you. If it's undefended, place 3 threat on his scheme.
I have to defend because I only have 5 health. So defend for 2.
Okay. He attacks you for 3. Are you going to survive?
I have no clue if I'm going to survive. I have 5
health. You want me to block for you?
With 2 defense.
Should I
Sure,
block
you can
then?
block for me, but the
I'm going
thing
to
is
lose
if
all
you
my
block
allies. Do we have 14
exactly.
damage? I have
No,
11,
I'm blocking.
but you're going to die.
I defend for 2. He attacks for what? 3?
3 plus a card plus 1 damage. So if it's
Then
a
you finish
1
him off.
booster higher, you're dead.
Yeah,
Do
then
you
you
not get
finish
the
him off.
influence but do you not get the influence if you're dead? Maybe not.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
more like you were knocked out of the battle, right?
I'm trying to flip my page here and I can't. If in an expert campaign for players defeated, and that's only in an expert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can block with Kalu. I lose everybody, and I still have 11 damage. And then you can just attack twice, and we win, right? Oh, we don't know if we clear the threat. Is that boring? Do you want to block?
We clear the threat. Well, I'll clear the threat.
I'll block with Kalu. It's a 0. All that debating. All right. Done. It's you.
Okay. Fearless Determination draws me a card. Cool.
I came with no allies, and with no allies, I shall return.
Yes. I have a thwart of 4 for the round, so I'm going to thwart for 4 off the main and brains over Brawn for 4 damage.
Nice. You did it.
Then I will pitch. Do we need to remove from the side scheme?
Nope.
All right. I'll pitch a card to ready myself. I'll use my Super Soldier Serums and Genius for Jessica and punch for another 4 between me and Jessica.
Nice.
And draw a card. Go ahead. You draw a card.
Down to 6. Oh, I draw a card. Down to 6. I will strength and energy behind my hammer throw. What a better way to throw a hammer.
Yeah.
Whack. And hit him, and he's dead. And all this stuff goes away. So for endgame, all we have is a cleared main scheme in play.
Sweet. All right.
We tried so hard.
I mean,
but anyway, that one we were tooling around, right? Instead of losing horrendously. That Unshakable was my play of the game. That's what kept me in the game.
Absolutely. All right. So what do we get then? No identities defeated. That would have been a negative.
That would have been where we would have
gotten defeated. So that's no minions in play. That's 2. No side schemes in play. That's 3. No threat in the main scheme. That's 4. We didn't get the last one, which is fewer than 1 per person. So we got +4.
Nice. So what does that give us for a grand total so far?
Grand total so far, that gives us +4, +4, +4. That is a total of 10.
10, nice. I never read the story.
So, you're right. Read it now.
All right. It's very short. Absorbing Man may have fallen, but he did his job. As it turns out, the mountain the heroes landed on is home to a top secret prison built to sequester the most dangerous offenders. Whoever hired Absorbing Man to guard the area was successful in their ploy. The wrecking crew are loose.
Cool. Nice. All right.
We also need to record that Thunderball was the last defeated villain.
Do we?
Yep.
Where does it say to do that?
Under victory. The first bullet.
Record the name of the last villain defeated. Oh, yeah. Last villain defeated, Thunderball. Got it. Writing it down.
So next up is Cherry Bomb. That was a little high. And we're going to fight Red Skull.
Woohoo!
And it's Red Skull with the Wrecking Crew.
Yes,
which is pretty cool. So We will bring them back into play, and then also the Black Order. So that's the next one we have to do, which means there will be minions. So many minions.
So
I may go back to aggression.
yeah. So here's the thing: is we thought to ourselves at the beginning that, well, if we have at least 12 points by the end, I think we're in a good spot, right? Yep. So that means we need to have at least 2 points in the next scenario between no minions, no side schemes, no threat, no identities, all that stuff. So I think if we get at least 2, we're going to be good. We'll be able to buy whatever, pretty much what we want. Anything else above that, I think is just gravy. Do we want to wait potentially for Steve for the next one and try and get him in on the next one? You know, we'll play it by ear.
I definitely want Steve in on the last one.
I mean, that's granted. You know, I thought we were even potentially going to have Steel
and
Hull.
Steel. If we, I think that one we will save for all 4 of us. But if we get a chance this week again to do that one, and then we can do again. I like doing these campaigns, but I don't want them to linger on and on and on. Like,
agreed.
That's why I'll probably pick one of the other campaigns and just do it solo on standard, so I can show it off on camera. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true. But and
then we can find one. But I think it'll be fun to bring them back in. It'll kind of give that epicness to a big battle again, right?
I'm also available most times, most days.
Yeah. No, it can be both of us. It can be both of us for sure. But I think we'll probably do Red Skull with the 2 of us. And it'll be like we fell to part of the mountain. Wolverine fell to a different part of the mountain, found his way back, and had another hero with him. I think it's perfect story-wise. And then, boom, epic final battle.
Sure, yeah.
And we'll spend all these influence points.
Cool.
So the only thing would be them complaining that we didn't get enough points for them.
Huh?
The only thing would be them complaining that we didn't get enough points for them.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If we had played...
yes, that could happen. I could see that happening.
That'd be the only thing.
That's true.
That was cool. That was Wrecking Crew, but yeah, they definitely proved. But of course, we didn't start stunned, confused, exhausted. Like that was a huge part.
So I do find it interesting. I mean, granted, this is standard, but I do find it interesting the way you have to play them, where it's like you can only thwart the scheme of who's active or damage the person who's active, because that just makes it so that the potential triggers from other side schemes are
right. We couldn't really prevent them all from going off, and then it kind of moves in a pattern. So the biggest thing I think is that led to the accelerations. We couldn't control the accelerations.
That's right, because the thing is, we had them all trigger. We've had them all. We had them all pop at least once.
Yeah, it very much was front loaded. Absorbing Man was front loaded. It was a big hole we had to dig out of, and then kept giving us those stuns with the Frost Giants, and more stuff we just couldn't get rid of, and the side schemes and everything, and a lot of threat. There was a lot of threat in that one. So there's this one, as soon as we got past the 2 encounter cards and they all did their ability, we had complete control the rest of the game.
Yeah. True.
So that is the part of it. So
sweet.
Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, we'll do Red Skull next time. I just took my deck apart, so I think I am going to switch over to aggression, and I can just pull minions like crazy and go to town, and I'll do the party Thor thing because I think that's fun.
Sweet. So that's 3 scenarios.
Yeah, you could just keep focus on that because side schemes.
Yeah, I'm going to keep focus on the threat. I may mod it up a little bit, and because it's Red Skull, I don't think I really need to be worrying about Brains Overrun. So I think I'm going to mod up a little bit and, go back to heavy threat removal. Maybe throw in pepper in some cards because it's Red Skull, side schemes, get those skilled investigators in there for everyone. And what other cards are good for side schemes? Probably keep Jessica, maybe some of those other multitasking or something like that.
Right. Yeah, multitasking. Well, yeah, it depends on what you're gonna do there. Yeah, or you could.
I don't know. Yeah, just thinking of side.
Yeah, he's so focused on him, using himself. that you don't
Yeah.
necessarily need, because like you could do like put in sense of justice and then multitasking and crisis averted, and for just like you could have all those, but honestly, you could probably just put in for justice, and then for justice and himself will just clear it.
It's not just that, but what's the other one? There's an upgrade, a justice upgrade that when you clear the threat, you get to ready an extra
Justice
time.
served.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that one I could see makes sense. But yeah, he kind of like Rocket. He just clears threat with himself. You don't have to add a lot of events. So for justice could make sense, or crisis averted could make sense, just to deal with that stuff.
Well, those are definitely going to be there for sure. But I think the justice served could, serve some justice.
There you go. Love it. Yeah, and I'll just go aggression and pull all the minions and kill them all.
Cool. And hope maybe if it lines up, we'll have a third player. We'll see.
Yeah, whichever. But we definitely, I won't do the last one without everybody, unless people just say it's never going to work for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to keep it moving, and then we can see if you and I want to pick one that we do with two of us. If you want to look through the other ones, then we can just find one that we could do daytimes.
If you can send me the links where I can find them.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Alrighty. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us midday here. I think tomorrow I'm going to play Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, which is a big game from Cryptozoic, and it's a 4-book campaign. But I'm just going to play the first book tomorrow because I just played it today, and it was really fun. And I want to get that on camera. And my friend Daryl Andrews invented it, created it, designed it, so I'm going to throw that up there. Very fun.
I myself am going to go unbox Clanked Catacombs.
Yeah, you got stuff to do. You're ready to go.
Yes, yes, sir.
That's awesome. I know, that's exciting. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I got to go teach some improv and then go play My Hero Academia. So I got work.
Sounds fun.
Thanks everybody. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Brian.
If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga